Now the safe bearing pressure and settlement calculation. Okay. The method of calculating the ultimate bearing capacity of soil have been discussed in length in the last few classes. Okay. So the theories used in that chapter are used on the shear failure criteria. Actually, we have find out all the ultimate bearing capacity equations on the basis of the shear failure criteria. They do not indicate the settlement that is footing may undergo under the ultimate loading conditions. From the known ultimate bearing capacity obtained from any one of the theories, the allowable bearing pressure can be obtained by applying a suitable factor of safety to the ultimate value. So now we have to find out, to design a foundation, we must see that the structure is safe in the two counts. हमने शुरू start में ही बोला था कि there is the two major criteria for designing a foundation. The first one is that the supporting soil should be safe from shear failure due to the loads imposed on it by the superstructure. Superstructures के through जो भी load supply हो रहा है उसके कारण जो shear failure होगा उसमें उससे वो supporting soil जो safe होना चाहिए. So in previous classes we have seen that how can we find out the safe bearing capacity and the safe load from the shear failure due to the imposed load of the superstructure. Now the another most important criteria, that is the settlement of the foundation should be within permissible limits. जो भी settlement है due to the superstructure, that should be in the permissible limit. If it is not in the permissible limit, then we have to modify the soil and we have to improve the soil to a capable bearing strength. So now we have to deal with the two types of the bearing pressure. One is the pressure that is safe from the shear failure criteria, and another is a pressure that is safe from the settlement criteria. So already we have discussed the pressure, that is the force or load that is applied on the soil due to the superstructure, that is safe from the shear failure criteria. Already we have find out the allowable bearing pressure or allowable bearing load. Now the another criteria, that is the pressure that is safe from the settlement criteria. So now we will see how can we find out the settlement of a shallow foundation and how can we will evaluate that one. So now now the foundation settlement. There are components of the total settlements. The settlement due to the all the loads applied on the foundation. The total settlement of a foundation comprises three parts. That is S, that is equal to SE plus SC plus SS, where S is equal to total settlement, SE is equal to elastic or immediate settlement, SC is the consolidation settlement, and SS is the secondary settlement. So these are the three parts of the total settlements. So here S is the total settlement, this S is the elastic or immediate settlement, SC is the consolidation settlement, and SS, that is the secondary settlement. So now immediate settlement SE is that part of the total settlement S which is supposed to take place during the application of loads. The consolidations, so the immediate settlement is what, जब भी कोई load apply होगा foundation पे, तो just during the application of the load जो भी settlement होगा, and that is in the elastic region, so that is called the elastic or immediate settlement. That will be the settlement just after applying the load, just after constructing the superstructure. So that is called the elastic or immediate settlement. Now the second part, the SC, the consolidation settlement is that part which is due to the expulsion of pore water from the voids and is time dependent settlement. Already हमने last semester में पढ़ा था consolidation के बारे में. So we have also taught about the consolidation settlement. So this SC is the consolidation settlement, and due to the expulsion of the pore water, if the soil is completion of the consolidation. Already हमने पढ़ा था secondary consolidation. So this SS is the nothing. It is the settlement due to the secondary consolidation, and that is called the secondary settlement. So it will start after the completion of the consolidation, and it means during the stage of this settlement, the pore water pressure is 0, and the settlement is only due to the distortion of the soil skeleton. Okay, so we have seen that what are the different components of the total settlements. It is the 3 part. One is the SE, that is elastic or immediate settlement. SC is the consolidation settlement. SS is the secondary settlements. So here this SS, the secondary settlement, is not much important because there is a very few type of the soil which have the secondary settlement. But these 2 parts, SE, the elastic or immediate settlement, and SC, the consolidation settlement, these 2 parts are very, very important. Even for the cohesionless soil, the elastic or immediate settlement is more important, but for the cohesive soil or clay soil, the consolidation settlement is more important. So here we see that what are the different component of the soil settlement. So the total settlement is the sum of these 3 settlements: elastic, consolidation, and secondary settlements. Clear? सभी को समझ में आ रहा है?